First off, we got the New England Patriots, one of your favorite teams.
Ooh.
Ooh. That is my all-time favorite Bill Belichick commercial.
That's because it's the only Bill Belichick commercial.
That's true.
Oh yeah, this is a different Bill Belichick.
Oh, Billy B. All right. So what you got,
Justin? Catch on though, did it? Last year, Matt.
What?
This didn't catch on at all. Like Subway tried having Bill Belichick as their spokesman, and like no one still goes to Subway. They're giving away free sandwiches. No one goes to Subway. Subway. We're gonna get to the division preview in a moment, but let's just mention that Subway stinks and is done.
It absolutely sucks. I went there and they got my order wrong, and I literally told them, "Hey, grab that." And then they grabbed what's next to it, and I was like, "No, I wanted that." And they're like, "Well, you're getting this." And I was like, "Okay, well, I'm out." So after we're done trashing Subway, Justin, what's your thoughts on the New England Patriots?
Well, the Patriots are in an interesting position right now. Definitely the quarterback position, we'll get to that in a moment, is looking very interesting. They, as usual, they have a lot of depth at running back. It seems like Damian Harris is looking good. He's going to be the primary ball carrier, it seems. And obviously we have James White, who's been catching tons and tons of passes from the backfield for like 20 years, it feels like at this point. And then now they have the rookie Ramondre Stevenson making an impact in there as well. Sonny Michel, they just traded. Receivers, obviously Jacoby Myers is looking good. They don't seem to have much else, but that offensive line is going to look like a lot to contend with. But the big question, and I'll bounce this one to you, Matt, is Cam Newton or Mac Jones going to be the starter?
So I think this one is the most interesting QB battle of the season, because if you look at the Bears, they're going up against the Rams in week 1, and you don't really want to put a rookie against the best player.
Yeah.
You don't want to put a rookie up against the best defensive player in all of football. The 49ers are going to go probably with Jimmy G, and both of those teams are going to go with their veteran because they know the NFL, whereas the rookies have not had a chance to really settle in yet. This one is very interesting. There's been reports where Mac Jones would be the starter. There's been reports where Cam Newton will be the starter, and then Cam Newton goes into COVID protocol for close contact and is out of the facility for 5 days.
Very bad timing for Cam.
And normally, like last year when Cam got hurt, he was able to come back. He was able to take his job back. But there's reports where if you're not going to be in the building, you're not going to start, kind of thing. So Mac Jones may end up starting just because Cam Newton didn't get vaccinated. And we won't go into the politics on that. We're just going to focus on the football part. I don't think that's right, because Cam Newton is still a great starter. And especially with how they develop this offense, they have 3 tight ends. Two of them are hurt currently and should be back in a few weeks. I think the third one got hurt, but will be back soon, like probably before the season starts. They have N'Keal Harry still, and then they have Josh Myers. Defense is good as always.
Kobe Myers.
Whatever. They got the defense got all of their opt-out players from last year back. So this team looks on paper like, outside of the quarterback position, they can do it. Maybe not to Tom Brady's standards when he was there, but as far as competing in the division and potentially making the playoffs, they can do it. They just have to settle on what type of QB they're going to use. They can use Mac Jones like they use Tom Brady. They can have for a little bit dump down football until he gets used to the game, and then he can throw it over the top. They can do more running plays to open up the pass with Cam Newton, but it depends, because Bill Belichick doesn't take shit. If like he said that if you're not in the building, we're not going to wait for you. We're not doing this Zoom stuff to teach you an offense. So Mac Jones may end up being the starter week 1.
Yeah, and really for Mac Jones, this team is probably the best one the NFL will land on. I don't know if he would have been successful in any of the other 31 NFL.
Maybe the Rams,
but
because of Sean McVay, but outside of that, like He won the lottery. The Patriots didn't win the lottery. He won the lottery.
But how Mac Jones fits this offense is pretty good because it plays to his strengths. His quick decisions can really make this offense go. And I can tell you, they're definitely not going to announce a starter until they absolutely have to.
Mm-hmm.
They're playing the Dolphins, division rival, a key divisional game in week 1. And you look at it, these two quarterbacks are, like you mentioned, like a completely different scheme to look for. They are definitely going to wait until they have to announce that starter.
Yeah, and like right now, because Cam's not in the building, they're running a completely different offense. So it'll be, if they can't decide by the beginning of week 1, it'll go week to week on who's going to start until they can figure it out.
Yeah.
And
honestly, like, well, most teams, you got 2 quarterbacks, you none, that whole cliche. If you look at the Patriots, that isn't the case, I feel like, with them, because Bill Belichick can do these different things. I mean, they really could enjoy and make an advantage of moving forward with 2 different potential schemes at quarterback.
Well, this is also different than like how I said the Bears and the 49ers earlier, because Jimmy G and Andy Dalton have been backups in their career. Cam Newton's never been a backup.
Yeah.
So like if he doesn't start, we don't know how this is going to go. He could be like I need to play right now, or you can trade me, or I'm going to retire kind of thing. Or he could just be like, okay, well, I'm getting older. It's okay. Like I understand. Like do the Patriot way until he can get out of there. But like I don't know how it's going to go. Like I personally would want to see Cam start over Mac Jones, only because Cam has been in the cover, has seen the coverages. He's been there before. Like, but Mac may give you the better chance to win because he's in the building.
Yeah, I mean, Cam looks better and healthier this offseason too. So it'll be very interesting to see how this one unfolds.